So I just got back 27, 28 k's. Really average last hour, hour and a half. I'm training at the moment for Jabalani 45. And the whole idea is that Jabalani, I'll feel strong. 27k run should be fine, and I've been feeling really good. But today, cramping in my calves, glute and hamstring really tight. I know it's a really hot day. I did not pack enough water, didn't think about nutrition really well, had a really big week with work. Last night was less than ideal prep for what today is, and I probably just assumed that today would be much easier. I say all of that because I want to sign up and do a 100k run for my 40th. I haven't signed up yet. Entries opened this week. It's early Feb at the moment. The event's in August, and up until now I've been feeling really good. Really good. Not cruising, but getting through it with relative ease, I guess, for what I've needed to do. And today is a proper rocking confidence. Can I do 100 k's? Well, that's the whole purpose, I guess, of why I'm wanting to do it. So, yesterday, can I do 100 k's? Absolutely, yep. Today, could I have done 30 k's today? No, it was pretty rough going. So, food for thought. We'll see what happens. Hey Cam, how far in are we? 39. Starting to warm up. I've made the decision to sign up to do a 100k run. There's that previous video where I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Well, as you can see, I signed up. So, what does that really mean? Well, I'm partway through my training block, just starting to hit the long runs now. This isn't a vlog or anything like that. This is just my way of diarising my journey to this and remembering why I'm doing this. I want to do this because I turned 40 and I want to do hard things. Not everything's so simple, or should be simple and fast and easy. I don't know. Whether I get there or not, it's not really the point. Can I put the effort in and try get this block done and ultimately run this event? So, I guess we'll work out over the next little bit of this video if I actually get there. Sorry, sunlight here. This is my sponsored. So we're 10 weeks out from the event. signed up. I've got a training plan, which is great. I've locked in another 50k event, thank you Clary, for one of my long runs, which is in 2 weeks' time. And there's 2 other really long runs in that need to happen. So it's currently our anniversary weekend, staying at Shoal Bay. 22 Ks I've got to do. Luckily I have a wife that loves relaxing, having a cup of coffee, reading a book, while her idiot husband likes adventures. Opposites attract, I guess. So I don't really know where this is all going to go. I guess I'll try and get a couple of these videos in the lead up, ultimately put together something at the end that is my 40th and my 40th year. Well, one of the reasons why I want to do this is for adventures. Where does this go? Long training run number 1, coastal ascent in Newcastle. I purely out of convenience have signed up for an event, 50 Ks. It comes a week before I'm meant to do a 45, so that kind of works in, I guess. Thank you, run a plan that this sort of works in place. This is going to be interesting, actually. I feel like I haven't put enough thought into whatever this is today, and how it feels. Probably underestimated how bad I'm going to feel later on, but just, I don't know, hopefully being able to trust the program that we've been able to work through so far. So I don't really know. I know a couple of people out on the course today, but just hoping to just have a go and come out feeling okay, knowing that this is part way through the journey. I'm not meant to be $1 million. Come off the back of doing like 34 Ks last Saturday, so it's not like I've tapered for this or anything. So I guess being comfortable and confident in that. It's just another week of training. Anyway, I don't know how much of this will be used, but if nothing else, long training run number 1, coastal ascent 50. The Vlad, it's his race. Number 2, here we go. Race begins now. Three-quarters of the way through. Just done the big climb downhill on the beach in and around the witch, and then home. Phew. You would love how this smells, BD. Run, 47 Ks in, a 50K training run. 50 Ks. Overall, I don't know how meant to feel. So, but one last climb, and then downhill through the streets, back on the beach, finish line at 50 Ks. What a morning. Come on, lad. Well, the journey continues. It's now like maybe that's 7 weeks out or something, maybe 8 weeks out, and come off the back of doing that coastal ascent 50, which was really fun. And I took heaps of confidence out of that because I actually had a lot of high moments, not the low moments that you often do get, which is cool. And off the back of that, went to a conference, sat in a air-conditioned vendor hall for a couple of days. It was over a long weekend, but then the conference was the Wednesday, Thursday. Just a good couple of days with, and I just got run down. So I got fluey, which is really annoying because I was feeling really good out of that. And now it's the thing in my head of, was I crook, or was it my effort in that event because it was pushed a bit harder, it was further than what I've done in a long time. Is it that my body is fighting off? So that makes me doubt what to do on these next 2 really long runs that I've got. I have a 60 and a 50 coming up. Is it that my awesome AI expert in runner knows all about me and knows how I'm feeling and knows what I need? Or do I go to plans of other events, the people that I've seen written, where they max out the long run at about 5 hours and double up on the next day for a couple of hours? So I guess I've got a week to figure that out, what I end up doing. Purely from the confidence thing, would love to hit 60 Ks or even another 50. I felt really good, really positive at the end of the last one. But was that a one-off? Well, if I don't finish as positive, is that going to ruin my confidence in my head? Anyway, all the things going on between that and I guess some really challenging just life stuff, work and home. Anyway, no prep is ever meant to be perfect. I know that. And I'm also very much, as we were originally called, casual hacker, just having a go. So life will happen. I expect life to happen, and how I can do this with life happening at the same time will ultimately be the reward. Anyway, until then, or till this next one of these is. Today, missed a session from Monday just gone, so skipped the hard interval session that I was doing. Got made up distance by doubling up yesterday, a 12 and a 14. Today, 3 hours, 25-ish Ks, and then tomorrow is meant to be 20 Ks. So that's a big volume in a couple of days. I'm looking forward to seeing how I come through the other side of this, and then knowing that I've got 50 or 60 or 40 or 5 hours or something next weekend. Anyway, whenever the next one of these happens, hopefully I'll look at this and go, huh, there you go, that's how it was doing. At it again, as an idiot. Well, this is the second of the stupid long runs for this training block. So today's meant to be 60. I've decided that I know better. I'm going to do 50 to try and let my body have some time to recover. I think I got crook after that last 50 Ks that I did. Don't know whether it was that or what it was. So, anyway, today's from home, in through Honeybung, behind Charlestown Golf Course, up to Charlestown, down to Redhead, back up Ferns, Whitebridge, Trails, Glenrock, Adamstown, Katara, and home. Be fun. And what I should have said is today is very much nutrition testing day. Heaps of solid food. Try and get on gels later. Let's see how we go on solid food for as long as we can. Sandwich. Got muffin bars, other chip things, all that sort of stuff. So anyway, nothing like testing on a 50k. Oh well. Right. Nearly 47 Ks of this 50. I was hoping I was coming out of this just cruising through. It's been hard work. Now, is it that off the back of two big weeks, 80 Ks last week, and it'll be 80 this week, this run and tomorrow, deload week next week, so hopefully that's what it is. Otherwise, yeah, hasn't been the easiest route, not quite 1200 climbing, so it's not huge, but 4 bar 3 hills have been runnable. But I did hike Parkway Avenue or Park Avenue, so pretty much on a pussy. But anyway, see how we go. Get some food in and recover. And the mum and dad's, hopefully she's got lots of food. Anyway, yeah, definitely not moving how I would love to, but it's all part of it. As I have said before, Trust the program. Trust that it's going to get me where I've got to go. So anyway. It's deload week. So this week was only like 40 something Ks, which has been good because I've been busy with home life and work. Learned a lot after last week's 50k effort. The foot was really sore today, tapered up. Today's only like 16, tomorrow 14. So split up every couple of days. A little glute bum thing that's going on. It's been pretty good. But now I've got this weird pain down in my stomach. I mentioned it to Claire. She said hernia. Don't know what that means. But anyway, onward and upward. Just got sprung recording a selfie video. What an idiot. Who's gonna watch this? Anyway, see what that stomach thing means. Whether I actually probably should have a rest, I don't know. Bit of shuffling around this week coming. One more long run. Meant to be 50. Conscious of recovery and taper. So we'll probably shorten it. Still get 40-ish or something. Anyway. I'm just playing along at home. Which is probably just me. Ripping morning anyway. Well, how would you want to spend an annual day? Seems that I'm an idiot spending an annual day getting up at 5 to do my last longie of this block. So I prescribed 50k, but I'm an idiot. I'm not doing 50. I'll do somewhere between 42 and 44. Give myself at least an hour's not on my feet, maybe. Anyway, not really sure what to make of this one so far. Like 16k's in, I've just gone and done a section in sugar loaf that I've never done before. Really gnarly. So, anyway, see how much that comes back and bites me. Other than that, started at 6. Hope to be done by midday. 6 hours worth of feet. Didn't run Monday. Meant to have a session, but a bit of a weird pain in my stomach, mentioned last time. So anyway, we'll see what that feels like later on today. But the big logistical thing today is there's only 2 spots for water, one at each end. So it's nutrition practice, drinking practice, and hopefully it goes smooth. Anyway, I might try and get another one of these filmed on the way back down with like 4 or 5 k's to go and see how I'm actually feeling. Anyway. All right, 40 Ks in 5 hours, just 17 or 20, whatever it is. Definitely not feeling awesome. Well, yeah, lots of walking up some hills today. Admittedly, I'm probably at 1500 meters climbing, I think. So anyway, I've got the 3 Ks downhill and then just some rollers to get back, which is a huge mental beat up. I always try and avoid the last 2 Ks of this run. Oh well, build resilience. Okay, so what does it mean from here? It means that I got to trust this program, that this time between now and when we go, ultimately I would love to feel better than this when I hit 50 Ks. I can grind, but it's going to require a lot of grinding, a lot of mental. But so there we go. Nutrition, yeah, probably it's been a bit of a mixed bag, I guess. I've only done 2 gels, one of them being cap, everything else real food. Has that worked? Maybe that's why I'm feeling the way I am. But I didn't want to get sick of gels early on, so I want to get to 30, 40 Ks before really committing to gels, get my guts through as much as I can. So anyway, all right, a couple of Ks, let's get it done. A number of months ago, I was pretty much here and had done like a 20 something K run, 28K run. Had this thought in my head around how I want to do this 100K run. I stood here questioning whether I could do it. Well, today was 45 Ks out of, I'm actually pretty happy with that pacing. It wasn't an easy run. I really didn't find it easy. So I'm still standing here questioning whether I can do it, but I've been able to run an extra 15, maybe 20 Ks on what I did that day. I've now done 2 50s and a 45K in this training block. And now it's, as I said, let the program, trust the program. Hopefully recover, feel good, taper, whatever that feels like. But people say work's done. Well, the work is done on this side of things. The work's got to happen on the day. But yeah, let's see how we go. If nothing else, it's a nice way to spend an annual day up in the bush. It didn't feel awesome, but went for an explore. Yeah, boy. Keep going. Oh, okay. Yeah, boys. Two weeks to go. 2 weeks tomorrow. Cheers. Saturday. 25 Ks today. Should just be cruise, walk in the park type sort of thing. My watch keeps dinging because the run out app has told me I didn't actually look at what today's session was meant to be. Not that it's a session, it's a long run. I'm meant to have a couple of stints a couple of blocks at 4:30 pacing. Oh. It's called a tree stump. Watch your feet. I'm sure you can tell by how slow the background's moving. I'm not doing that. I'm just getting the long run done in the bush. So it's been a few confusing things with this plan from Runner, because I have told it that it's a very hilly 100k event, but I don't think it's computed that it's a trail event, or maybe it has, and it still thinks I should be running 4:30s either in here or on the road. Anyway, that's your road. Hopefully I've done enough. If Luke ever watches this, so I've got a relatively big week at work this week, and then I have 4 days at work, and then we drive to Canberra. So it's not ideal. I'm not sure when I fit in my last full week of stuff, because we had a staff conference on the way for 2 nights. But and even what the last week looks like, it's still got 50 k's in the whole week, which part of me goes, you shouldn't do that in your taper. The other part of me goes, well, you're tapering for a 100k event, you idiot. It's not meant to be come down and do nothing. So I don't really know. See what that all looks like. Today have finally got some proper nutrition drink mix. I've done it a couple of times at the Coastal Ascent event, and then bought a couple of packets myself. But today, trying to work out what I'll actually do on the day. I'm really conscious of running for so long, and what are my guts going to be able to keep up with? I've traditionally never really fueled well. I've always erred on the side of, get as much done as you can without fueling. Unfortunately, it does mean I'm probably a little bit out of practice to where I should be. But anyway, what can you do? Don't try new things on race day. Trying everything new today in the last couple of weeks. We had 2-minute noodles at the break, which was fun. Salted peanut butter and jam sandwich. A couple of fruit purees, which is really hard to say. Yeah, today's run had Maddie, Coro, Lorenzo and Lockie Mac jump in for, well, I told him it was going to be about 8 k's an hour. Yes, Beachy. It was about 10 and a half, an hour 20. But got Widowmaker in, easy way out, extended the distance on a little bit. The boys are awesome. So good to do a run with some people. Yeah. A couple of things I need to work on. It's what my plan looks like for each 25k section. What do I need? And then other logistics like keeping my phone charged, keeping my watch charged if I need it. So a few things like that. Yeah. Anyway, we'll just cruise our way to the top. And see how we go. Saturday before the big dance, 1 week tomorrow. So just actually jumped in with the bronies, which has been awesome. Got 15 k's today. Just on the road. It's raining, but it's nice to have some company. Actually nice to. I love Glenrock. Nice to have a bit of a change, but if I'm honest, for today, no packs, no gels, no waters, just running with the action camera, and I feel like an idiot. So this is it. This is the last long end, which is great, but also slightly nervous that 15 k's today, meant to have 10 tomorrow, puts me at like 50 for the week, which is still, I don't know, as I've said multiple times, I'm not an expert, never done this before, I'm trusting the program, and I hope that this is right for this type of event. Oop. Let's see. So hopefully I've got a week's worth of recovery in me. I'm good to go. Next week is pretty light on. There's a run on Wednesday and a flush out on Friday, which will be perfect when we get to Canberra. But yeah, work and life have been busy this week. So, no trying new things today, just getting it done. Enjoying company, enjoying the change of scenery, not overly enjoying the weather, but anyway, weather. I've just saw that, you know, weather for Canberra next week, maybe a top of 12, a low of 0, so hopefully not too bad, but yeah, it's a bit of logistics this afternoon, make sure my plans are written up, what I need in drop bags, and I buy everything I need. Yeah, anyway, see how we go. Well, that's the end of it. The end of the training block. Not sure how I feel. It's been a fair few Ks in getting this all done, and it's been lots of conversation, and I know I'll definitely say this multiple times, but I appreciate everyone that's been along this journey. Been lots of just random conversations, people that are super interested in it, Claire and the kids. Also, I'm super stoked, crazy blessed, I guess, in the people that are coming down to Canberra next week. Be nice if the weather's not like today. Yeah, but yeah, onwards. Recover this week, eat some food today, and then see what happens this week and how we're feeling, and get it done. It's been great to do this with a whole heap of great people, so yeah, see how we go. Last one of the block. Last training run. And we're in Canberra. It's Friday afternoon. Runs on Sunday. 6Ks today. Well, I actually don't really know what to think or feel. I know how I'm feeling. I'm freaking out, wondering what I've done, what I've got myself into. Driving into Canberra, saw a whole heap of the mountains, like that one up there. Pretty much, if there's a mountain around Canberra, I'm running up it. Well, I'm going to trudge up it. So today is a cold day in Canberra. Been raining. 6Ks. Just as I flush out, get moving. Tomorrow we'll be cruising around. Yep, just got sprung recording a selfie video. Legend. Yeah. So this one, I'm about to have a support crew of like 18 people. 19 people rock up, which blows me away. So the thought that these people would give up annual leave, money, accommodation, everything else to come down and watch me trudge around Canberra. Honestly, I'm so blessed and blown away. So it's make the most of whatever tonight and tomorrow looks like with everyone. And then race day, I think I've plotted out what I need. I think my nutrition's mapped out. But we'll see. What it will be, this will be the last of these training ones, and everything will, this training block will come to an end, the wrap up, and we'll find out whether all the stuff I've put in place or listened to or not listened to was good ideas or bad ideas. Just got sprung again. So anyway, see how we go. What I do know is that this here we're about to come through is start and finish line. Across there, Parliament House and some other cool building, I guess. That bridge, we go across it, and then I guess that mountain and everything else down there, up and behind there, and ultimately that one up the back there is what we're on. So again, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's come down or listened to my chatter. Really, really appreciate it. Claire and the kids, they've been genuinely stoked for me, and I'm so appreciative of that. But everyone else, I really, really appreciate it and value the sacrifice that you're making for me to come and do this dumb idea. So anyway, finish this run off, and then eat and drink for the next 24, 30 hours, and then eat and drink while running for the next however many hours. Anyway, that's it.